Politics is a lot like magic. To get people to believe your tricks, you have to get them to look the wrong way at just the right moment. Well, wow, Joe Biden turns out he seems to be great at this game of misdirection, this game of magic. He has progressives scurrying around the top appointments to stop these top appointments that he may or may not even be planning to make. Or like his appointment of Neera Tanden that have no chance of being confirmed in a Republican Senate. Neera Tanden sure looks like a ploy to keep us busy, so we aren't pressing Biden on the real big questions. Sure, it matters who he names, but it matters a whole lot more what he plans to do. Certainly, we want a cabinet, members of the cabinet who will fight hard for working people. But even better will be a president who tells his cabinet to fight hard for working people. This is, of course, why I don't want Bernie Sanders or Sarah Nelson for labor secretary. Their independent power to fight for us from the outside will be far greater in the Senate in Bernie's case, or as the front of the American labor movement in Sarah Nelson's case. But the Biden team keeps sucking us into these arguments, distracting us, draining our time and energy away from the real fight. The fight to get the Biden-Harris administration to be the leaders the people need right now, the leaders of this crisis that they are inheriting. Biden said the other day that he feels our difficulties. I'm sure some comms technocrat advised him to say that. Look, we don't care if you feel for us. We don't need a return to the feel our pain Clinton era. I don't care what Biden feels, but what I do want to know, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? I don't care how you feel. What are you going to do to stop the virus, to start the economy, to get people back to work in decent jobs at real wages, livable wages, to keep furloughs from becoming long-term unemployment, to prevent the wave of mass evictions that is about to break over the country, to curb corporate power and the role of money in our politics, to expand government's responsiveness, not talk about it, and then slash and burn social programs. The last two Democratic presidents, Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, tacked to the middle to make compromises with Republicans during economic crises. Those compromises are a big part of why this crisis is so bad. We need a different strategy. Wheeling and dealing with Mitch McConnell isn't going to get us where we need to go. Wheeling and dealing with the progressives and the establishment is not going to get us where we need to go. This is why I refuse to get misdirected into pointless fights over individual appointments. And I'm talking about pointless fights. You all know what I think of Neera Tanden. She does not belong in the government. In her case, I am confident the Republicans will stop her. So the next time I will mention her name is after the Georgia elections. If the Democrats pull off the double down, the big win that puts them in control of the Senate, then I will bring Neera Tanden up again to just say to Bernie Sanders, Senator Bernie Sanders, who wisely refused to go into the Biden administration, I will say to him that it is up to you to block Neera Tanden as your budget committee chair role will allow you to do so. In the meantime, we all need to stay focused, keep our eyes on the prize. Look at the energy we spent fighting to stop Michelle Flourney from becoming defense secretary because of her ties to Silicon Valley, only to get General Lloyd J. Austin III, a board member at Raytheon. Don't get me wrong, it is long overdue to have a Black defense secretary, especially since 43% of our active duty military are soldiers of color. But what matters right now is not the identity of a defense secretary, but what General Austin and President Biden do on defense issues, like breaking open the military industrial complex and reducing the power of weapons manufacturers like Raytheon, who have tremendous power over our full cycle budget. Also, while we are on this topic, General Austin retired 4 years ago after 41 years as a soldier and one of the most respected battlefield commanders in the military. But there is a law that says you can't be defense secretary until 7 years after leaving the military. This is not some technical detail. It is an effort to maintain one of the most fundamental safeguards in our political system, civilian control of the military, to stop, say, coups from happening. Trump got a waiver for General Mad Dog Mattis. Biden will need one for General Austin. And as progressives, we need a clear statement from the president that this is not the new normal. It is the wrong direction. We need less military industrial influence in the government, not more. That isn't just a progressive policy. It goes to the core of a healthy democracy. Biden can set the policy even if his new defense secretary is a retired general who worked at Raytheon. You get it? He can set that policy. It isn't just who they are. It is what they are going to do that really matters.
Thanks for watching and listening to The Nomiki Show. But remember to click like and subscribe on YouTube, and please share on social media. If you're not already a patron, please join us for as low as $5 a month on patreon.com/The Nomiki Show for early and special content. That investment makes a huge difference. We are not corporate media raking in the dough. It's really you guys that are keeping us going. So please consider being a patron. And to our current patrons, thank you so much. We are incredibly grateful to you. We also now have swag. So check us out on thenomikishow.com to get your mugs, your totes, and your stickers.